So I've kind of noticed this thing with like trendsetters and people going first. And I think there's lots of pros and cons to going first in something versus being on the lagging end of a trend. And I was thinking about this today as some people asked me about testimonials. And in one sense, going first on something is really exciting because it's like you have your name in lights, you're well known because you're famous, because you're the first person to actually do something like, the first person to make it to the South Pole, or the first woman in space, or the first something, and just wanting to be the first person to do something, like whether that's in business or whether that's just like a spiritual thing or just something where you're way ahead of the pack, you're way ahead of everyone else. And honestly, I've always been really, really excited by that kind of thing, but I also understand that a lot of people don't really want to be first because they go first, then they're like a fool and they might be like jumping into something super dangerous and super scary, and they might not actually get there. It might be the end of them. And I guess maybe in a way it can be the end of you to go first because it's the end of the you who thought you couldn't do it, who thought you couldn't pull it off. So, like many people, I have bought beta programs and beta coaching programs. And just because it's beta doesn't mean that it doesn't have like a ton of value. So even though there's really great programs out there where the coach already has like a ton of testimonials and people who are in the program, like outside of the program, so they don't just exist to give testimonials, which is why I don't allow people to post testimonials in my group unless either it's a testimonial for something that I've done or I'm giving somebody else a testimonial. I don't allow them in my group just because I know there's lots of fake testimonials out there where people are giving testimonials, but I'm like not really sure that that's a real person, and it feels very fake and spammy. And so what I'm trying to say here is not every testimonial counts. They only count if they're from a person who obviously has other things going on besides giving you this testimonial. They have a life outside of giving you a testimonial, because otherwise I start to think maybe they're like just paid to give you testimonials and they weren't really in the program and they didn't really get results. And the other thing is, if those results don't like make sense in a concrete enough way where somebody just says, wow, they were amazing, and I'm like, amazing at what? Then I don't feel too reassured by those particular testimonials. So it has to be somebody I know and I don't really have to be close to them or anything, but I have to see that they're a person besides somebody who gives this person testimonials. But the thing with beta is you don't really see like a ton of testimonials of how amazing something was and how they got tons of results from it. And a lot of times coaches and entrepreneurs will just give the thing for free, and then you're like, you can get testimonials for your free stuff, and that's true. You can. But the thing I've realized is if people don't put money down, if they don't put some skin in the game, then they're not necessarily as committed, and it's not necessarily the right fit for them. So the thing about a beta is it's usually less expensive than what the full cost of the program will be. So you're getting the same like level of support. You're getting all this extra hand holding and all these extra bonuses. And you are getting it at a really deeply discounted price, where the coach or service provider is really going all in to help you get results. And so that's one of the things I really love about Beta. Not because like it's a discounted price, like no, that's not it. It's because I know they're really going all in to make sure the program runs really smoothly and people are getting results in there. So if it's a beta for something where I'm specifically looking for a solution for that particular thing, I will sign up for the beta, and I'm not gonna like worry that I'm gonna get in beta and it's gonna like be so horrible or something, because you know, any of the betas that I've bought, I've gotten my return on investment from, and even if I didn't get every single thing I wanted out of the program, I did get results that have measurably impacted my life in a positive way. So don't be afraid to sign up for beta and start getting results at a discounted price.